Is this shirt too much? No, because it's the season finale of Doctor Who and it's a special occasion. Okay, I have the excitement nerves right now. Like, I am just so interested to see how this 6-part question mark story is going to conclude. I don't know if any of these story threads will continue over to the specials next year, but I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I'm just really excited. And that's that. Let's do this. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool, and I'm gonna replay it because I love things like that. Okay, what? Oh, okay, yep. Yaz is my girl. Oh, truly just, we're not going in there. That sounds real bad. Oh, yes, this is the right ship to be on.
It's Sontaras. I don't know who you are, but you're pretty unstable. Why? I'm the most stable person I know.
Me? That's such a me thing to say. Did he do something before?
Get your hands in the air.
Madam, who are you?
I'm the leader of human resistance against Sontaran occupation. The name's Stewart. Kate Stewart.
Yes, it is! Oh.
Here? Where's here? Yes! Dan! Kate Stewart! Kate Stewart! Jericho! The Victorian-looking bloke. Wait.
Oh. Hugs!
But seriously, how am I here?
I don't think you're gonna be here for long.
Where's the ship?
Yeah. Oh? Oh. Oh no. Cool though, but oh no. Oh, what a fucking cold open. That wasn't even cold open, that was a hot open. That was a, like, holy shit, I can't believe this is happening. Really cool stuff. I'm just, Kate Stewart and the companions and the doctor and there was a hug and there's doctors phasing out and she met Belle and Cognista, but they weren't in things Sontarans and all a bunch of stuff. That was my quick review. Hope you enjoyed it.
Shall I open it? Shall we see?
I don't.
I think I shall.
Oh, no, I don't. Oh! What the hell? Oh! Why was this shown earlier? Oh, no, not her. No.
I'm fine. Keep going. We start with Operation Sontaran Corner Shop.
Ooh! Oh, that was so good. I'm gonna pause. I don't care. I'm probably gonna do this, or I might not do this again this episode, but I'm doing this right now. I like to pause and talk about scenes that I get very giddy over, and that was a scene I just got very giddy over. Yaz's quick response of seeing that the doctor was in a lot of danger, not knowing the level of danger, but knowing that there's a plan that the doctor gave her, all in that quick moment of like, okay, like it was so good, man, to kill.
Now I'm shutting the door.
This is, yep, already again, I am so sorry. No, I'm not. I just love Doctor Who and I have to talk about it. The doctor having to formulate 3 separate plans at the same time that are overly complicated and are so built into the fabrics of like, this could be it, is the best thing ever. And it is just showing that this doctor knows what's up. I love it.
Were you my companion?
Oh!
Synaptic collider implanted in my brain. If I talk about it, the collider will inject poison directly into my brain. I'll be dead in 3 seconds.
Division?
Fuck.
Put that in your head.
The Division.
Life must win.
But why?
Because it's
Why
important.
is it better?
There's a balance to the universe. It exists that way for a reason.
That is your fate. The final flux destroys. Wind it back.
and watch it again and again and again.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Please stop.
The universe, Doctor.
Please stop that. Stop that.
Last of the Rutari. How you must mourn them. Every Lupar on those ships, airlocked out into space. Their bodies now scatter the space lanes. Every single one. Dead.
What? I really hope that's not true.
I'm thinking binary demi-species, but they're really rare. Oh! Am I right? What's your name?
Grand Serpent.
Is that what your parents called you? Look, darling, so cute.
It was a title bestowed on me.
Yeah, I bet you've been making lanyards with that on for years. Exiled? Or fleeing? Ex-leader? Or dictator?
Oh.
Got that air of entitlement. Let the Sontarans do the dirty work, then betray them, or eradicate them, then rule over a semi-grateful human race. How am I doing at guessing? Feels weird. Are you?
Oh, ew, ew. Why?
Kill me right now. Binary demi-species with interbody bioprojection. I'm not fully here.
Yes.
Split across 3 places.
Oh
Please stop torturing me.
my God. Amazing.
Hi. You're cute. So are you.
Help requested.
Oh, yay.
Doctor, are you receiving?
Vinder, he's alive. How'd you know Vinder? Vinder, can you hear me? You're the one he's looking for. He's alive.
That was cool. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me the reunion. Yes. Yes. Double love.
Go, Miss Brown.
Oh, get in. Oh, come on. No. No.
My shield. You're in the wrong formation. Reshoot protective bracing. No. Where are my soldiers? This is for my people.
Get fucked, Sontarans.
It's happening.
I'm afraid that my options for exiting are rather non-existent.
I can't get the TARDIS in because of the pull of the flux.
Oh, no.
I've lived more in my time with you than I did during the previous 2 decades.
I knew it.
Who has had a life like mine? What an awfully big adventure.
Jericho.
What a character. To introduce a character like that and to have me feel like this.
Right, inside is endless matter. Can't use that to absorb what's left of the flux. Diane, you may just have saved the rest of the universe. I told you those things underestimated me.
Come on now. This is... Oh, look at that. Why is this show so pretty? I love it. Wow.
Our savior.
Oh, yeah.
What time would look like?
Oh.
Way to play to your ego.
Savior.
That was really good. Oh! Oh shit, the fucking fob watch. Oh, I thought for sure that was gonna go. Uh-oh.
Look,
Oh.
I fancy that coat.
Oh.
Get how that ego appeal thing works now. My turn now, is it? No. Oh. Really? You can leave here,
Huh?
but you won't outrun me.
Oh.
Your time is heading to its end.
Oh.
No,
I don't want to talk about that.
it's not.
I don't want to talk about that.
Nothing is forever. No regeneration. No life.
Shut up!
Beware of the forces that mass against you. And their master. What do you mean, their master?
Well,
I restore you, Doctor.
well, I have a feeling I know who we'll see later on. Oh my god, that was so cool! Oh.
You okay? I'm home again. Bye.
Watch comeuppance.
That's not what you should be worrying about. Who are you? Oh, that's the question.
Open door 7, please, Prentice.
I knew you were skulking down here.
And yet, in your arrogance, you came alone.
That is amazing.
Want to know who I am? I'm the man who understands the pain of exile.
Dropping everyone off. First opportunity I get.
We'll see. Got quite attached to this ship, now.
Yeah, we could do a bit of exploring, pick up some work, get into trouble, get out of trouble. You want family and the dog?
I like this regeneration. I hope I meet it again.
I hope so too.
Oh,
Look after yourself, Kate.
please, specials, go on. Can't give me that line and not.
I booked a table at the Riviera tomorrow night. I thought we could finally get that drink.
Oh no.
If we don't,
What? Why?
maybe not tomorrow.
But another day?
Not better.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here you go.
No idea. Wanna come?
Yeah?
First,
Let's go!
I'm sorry. Going after Carvanista. I shouldn't have shut you out. No, you shouldn't have. I was looking for information. A life I never knew. I want to tell you everything. I'd like that.
Did you say left or right?
Come on, Scouts.
Oh no, not the tear. I don't like that at all. I don't want you to open it right now.
Do me a favor. Keep this safe. Somewhere deep within this TARDIS. Somewhere I can never find
I love you so much. That is exactly what I wanted.
Unless I really ask for it.
Oh. No way.
Will return on New Year's Day.
Okay, yeah.
Preview in a moment.
I don't want to preview.
Who's this?
I don't
Bird?
want to preview. Okay, so I'm going to start a new video clip, just like I did last week for my after show rambles, because I don't want to get interrupted in the middle of me talking, and I don't know how long I'm going to be talking for, because holy shit, this was an amazing episode. I don't know how I'm going to talk about it, because normally when I'm overwhelmed and don't know what to talk about first, I talk about character arcs. However, a lot of the characters overlapped with each other this episode, so that's going to make it a bit difficult, so I'm going to try my best. Though, first things first, I want to say, in last week's reaction, I saw a couple comments that were saying how much they have liked this series, but were nervous going into the finale because there were many bases to cover. And I feel like this finale did such a good job covering everything. The element of splitting the Doctor up and putting her in these converging story threads and having it all loop back together in the end was a brilliant idea. And the fact that we had the Doctor talking to the Doctor, which we haven't seen since Day of the Doctor, if I remember correctly, because Peter Capaldi never had an episode where he was talking to himself in that way, or at least I don't remember that happening at all. So it's been a little while since that's happened, and I loved every interaction that they had. This Doctor is quick. She is always thinking on her feet and always going off of 10 different rambles, to put it in a word. So the fact that her interaction with herself was exactly like that, constantly picking up on what the other was saying and beating each other to saying something and being like, wait, hold on, let me speak, all this stuff. Amazing. I loved it so much. It was so fast and so great. And Jodie Whittaker. I could talk about how much I love her doctor for hours, but I'm going to try to contain it a little bit. I mentioned already in the reaction that having this be a thing where Jodie the actress is juggling all of these different scenes where she is putting the pieces together and trying to figure everything out, trying to fix everything, and also the doctor as a character trying to fix everything and doing everything, and how well it was done. The fact that every part of her plan, even when there was a bump in the road, she was able to come up with something or have help from the people around her to get everything done. And it ended pretty good. I mean, I don't know, because the flux... Okay, this is the interesting thing, right? The flux was converging on Earth. That is what... And I guess, wow. So all those people in Tectuine, I can't remember how you pronounce it, but one of those, I said something like that, is really gone. Because there were also some people saying, like, maybe the people that got fluxed aren't actually gone. Now, though, I think that might be the case. It could change, but yeah, well, that could change. The only reason I'm saying is because we kind of wrapped up the Flux storyline in a way, but at the very end there, when they had the Savior, that's what the kind of randomized... I don't even know the Savior. I don't know what else to say about them. Was saying, like, we're probably going to meet again, or it was alluded to that they would meet again, or at least something along those lines. So maybe it's not all as what it seems, but for right now, I'm way more on the ship that, holy shit, I can't believe they brought Tectuine back and had her give exposition in a very good acted way, and I loved it, and then just gone. Like, what? Also, what I was saying before I got distracted by my own train of thought, so that's what she said, that the flux was converging in on Earth, and we were right there, right? So does that mean the whole universe is gone or partly destroyed and it's just Earth left standing? Because that's what it was, right? That's what we got confirmed last week's episode, and this week the flux was coming in, and the Sontarans were right on Earth, or unless that was a little bit outside. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember. But yeah, what the fuck? And also, that's another thing. They talked about how, like, this doctor dropped into the universe, and it's always been kind of theorized or questioned that whenever in a woman that fell to Earth in Jodie's first episode, when she was falling out of the TARDIS, if she actually fell into a different universe than the one that she has been in this entire time. But that wouldn't make sense now because we just had Kate. I just answered my own question. That was a whole ass question that is totally null because Kate Stewart and Kate knows the doctor. Yep, nope. I love that. I was like, wait, no. I just answered my own question throughout my ramble. That's peak ramble right there. Okay. What do I talk about first? I'm gonna talk about Di, Vinder, and Belle. I feel like that's a good start. So we had and Carvanista, because that also kind of is all in the same realm there. So we had Belle and Carvanista that immediately met up with the Doctor. They were facing off with Sontarans, and they got to work with the Doctor and try to stop everything. It was a part of the plan. However, I was in disbelief and kind of like not believing that the Sontarans killed all of the Lupar, but then it fucking happened and it was confirmed. And I just am like, what the fuck? I don't know if this made it into the edit because a lot of the things that I talk about throughout the episode or some reactions can't go in the edit because it's a short and limited time. But I mentioned, in case it doesn't go in, that they did a great job making the Sontarans scary. Normally before, I just think of like potato heads. And even with Daleks and Cybermen, like, yes, they are scary, but when you see them, it's like, holy shit, that's them. You never really think about that with Sontarans, but I think they're starting to get onto that level because they fucking wiped out a whole race. Like, what? I just didn't believe it. And then it got, I feel so bad for Carvanista. And I am so thankful he's not alone right now. The last thing, and I am especially glad that the doctor kind of nudged that, because the doctor knows what that's like. She knows what that's like 10 times over. So the fact that she was like, here, Bellenvinder, go with Carvanista, is a great subtle detail. Speaking of Bellenvinder, they reunited and they got a happy ending. I don't know if we're going to see them again, but if that's the last we see them, I am very happy about that. And I'm just happy that nothing bad happened and everything good happened. And one of them didn't die or anything bad like that, or they're not still separated. It's the fact that they're together and they're traveling on a spaceship and they're going to have a baby. Like, that's so sweet. I loved it. And also, I love that Vinder was the one with Kate Stewart to take down the Grand Serpent. Like, that's fucking vindication, baby! Like, it's those two, especially. We saw how the Grand Serpent, the fact that he didn't even remember him, is just, ooh, it's such a good detail, and how slimy serpent, that guy is he didn't remember Vinder, and also the fact that he was so confident, and even whenever he was interrogating the doctor, he was so confident he had anybody with him, no Sontarans, no backup, nothing, and the same thing happened again. That was his downfall. He's just literally in a rock in cold space, I assume, so it's going to be wildly uncomfortable for him, which is amazing. Okay, so Kate Stewart, so happy she's here, so happy she's just badass in every single thing that she does. Like, she could fucking drink coffee and be like, that's fucking badass. That's Kate Stewart. And Kate Stewart interacted with the doctor, this new doctor. And I don't know if I, again, put this in the reaction, but I love that she didn't even blink. I mentioned that and I was like, she's just not even fazed by this. Like, yes, this is a new doctor. This is not your Scotsman. This is just a new doctor. And yeah, let's do this. It's the end of the world. Fucking races to the finish line and does it with grace. I love Kate Stewart, and I think and hope that line at the end when they were talking before, that I hope I meet this version of you again, is alluding to the fact that she's going to be at least in one of the specials. That would be really nice, Doctor Who. Come on, please. It also would make sense if they, I'm saying if a lot because it's always kind of questionable about where Doctor Who is going to go after a finale. So the Savior maybe being a part of the specials, and it would make sense if Kate is maybe involved in that. I don't know, but that's curious. Okay, so one of the things that I talked about earlier this season is been my love for Dan. I think Dan is so cool, and I thought for sure that this was going to be, you know, the last episode we were going to have of him, and it was just going to kind of be a different sort of specials. But no, he's in it. He's going to be in at least the next episode, so that's awesome. Though I'm sad because him and Di. And I don't know. I mean, I get it because she went through a lot, and her not tomorrow, maybe it gave me the context that she's probably dealing with a fair bit right now and doesn't want to necessarily jump into anything and feels kind of, you know, off about everything. So maybe that's it. I'm holding out hope that they're going to end up together, go on a date. I think that's fairly plausible, and just how much care they put into her character and put into Dan's character, I can see that happening, or at least that's how Dan's exit is going to go. I thought it was going to be this episode, but it's not, and I'm sad for Dan, but I'm also just excited that John Bishop is going to be in the next episode and possibly the next two. Okay, where do I go from here? Let's talk about the Ravengers. Again, I love that I had a whole week to confirm, like, are they called the Ravengers? Are they, you know, the Swarm and the other one. That they're okay. I love that I had a whole week to confirm that they were called the Ravagers, and I didn't do it. So if they're not called that, good job, me. So I said last week, or I had a quick theory that one of them was going to destroy the pocket watch. Now that didn't happen. I was on edge the entire time that pocket watch was brought on screen, just waiting for my theory to be right. But I loved the ending with it instead, though I do want to talk about them as villains. I think they were great villains. Just the fact that their whole plan, utilizing the flux, bringing it in, and then doing that over and over and over again just to watch it happen. Fuck, that's so evil and terrible and like, whoa. And I just don't, I wonder if we're ever going to get a why. Like, I don't know, other than the fact that they were really scary villains. And I do have to say this, I was thinking it throughout the episode, but I didn't say it. The fact that those actors were able to give the performance that they were able to give, and all of the Sontarans, Carvanista, anybody that's been in makeup this series, has done so great in their performance and leading you to look past the makeup and just see the character. Like, it was, I love this show and its ability to do that. Like, of course, when you watch series 1, it's really like jarring, especially the number 2 episode. It's kind of throwing you into like, oh, look at all of these different creatures and aliens. Now it's sort of like, oh, cool, and you look past that. But sometimes the makeup and stuff is a little bit like, ooh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay attention closely to this performance. I never had a problem with that. I never had a problem with this series with that, and I never had a problem with anything. And the anger from the Ravagers and the despair from Carvanista and the just rage from the Sontarans was all felt through those actors' eyes, which I adore. I love acting, if you couldn't tell from any of my other reactions. So the fact that I thought that throughout the episode, I needed to bring it up in my ramblings. Okay, what do I talk about next? I don't know. Fuck. I guess I would, no. I'm trying to, thinking. Should I talk about Yaz and the Doctor? I'm gonna do it because that's what I want to talk about. And it's just kind of been in the back of my mind. They were gonna kiss, right? Listen, I said last week that Yaz is in love with the Doctor. At least that's how I'm watching the show. And that's how, if I go back and rewatch parts of Series 11, like whenever Yaz knows the Doctor more, and Series 12 and Series 13, that is how I watch the show. However, it was questioned, and I know a lot of people were kind of also unaware or uncertain of the Doctor's feelings. I don't want to jump into any conclusions here. It could have just been a intimate because they needed that conversation. That is what I've been wanting. I wanted at first Yaz snapping at the Doctor. However, the kind of realization and the also really great detail was whenever the Doctor asked Yaz how long she's been without her, and Yaz just said, a couple years. And the look on the Doctor's face was just so heartbreaking, and also Jodie did such a good job, so did Mandip. Because that they're both thinking back to when they got separated before at the end of Series 12 going into the special with the 10 months. And the fact that the Doctor was like, how long? And Yaz, instead of having that initial, revolution of the Daleks reaction, had more of a few years reaction, and that subtleness. You can tell, how much character development and how much has changed for her. It's so good. It is so good. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. The last scene with the two of them, and both of them have tears in their eyes, and just the way that they were kind of getting closer to each other in the framing of the shot, I felt like in my stomach, like, oh my god, they're gonna kiss. Like, just the way that everything was going, I legit thought it was gonna happen. And I don't know if anyone else felt like that. I think that might be my question of the day. Because, I don't know, it might be my question of the day, or it just might be a question for those people who have watched this far into the ramblings, which I'm at 17 minutes, so holy shit. But I got that impression. I got that impression. So what do you think? Just that scene, I've always been kind of a casual, like, oh, they would be great, you know what I mean? And again, Doctor and relationships, so I don't think it's going to go anywhere or anywhere too far, especially the fact that we only have 3 episodes left. Could I see them kissing? Way more than I did before. Like, before this episode, I would have said no. After this episode, I'm saying yes. There is a bigger possibility that it's going to happen. Also, like, I mentioned before, I love acting, and everyone did so great. And John Bishop, too. The kind of, whenever he was walking, before he met up with Yaz and the Doctor at the very end there, you could see how sad he was. And, like, the kind of, whenever he was asking Di out, the hopeful and, like, oh, she's gonna say yes, kind of in the back of his head. But then it got shut down. And that, like, what? And, oh, okay. Oh, everybody! It was so good! It was so good! Yeah, and then, okay, the Doctor throwing the pocket watch in the TARDIS and saying, like, never tell me where this is. Yes! Yes! I was unsure if I wanted her to look at it. I know I said that it would have been way too much this episode if she did look at it. And as I was watching it, I was like, I don't want her to look at it. I don't want her to open it. And I don't know if they're going to bring that back up in the next 3 specials, or if it's going to be a thread that can be utilized by another showrunner or way in the future with another Doctor. I don't know. I would like that, because it's like planting this gold, it's like planting 1,000 stories into a show and being like, you can use this if you want to. Like, that's exactly what Chip Chibnall did. So I really like it. I really like how they did that. What else? I don't know what else to say. I just am so curious to see, I'm very curious to see what the, oh, just kidding. I was going to go on of, like, what I think could happen with the next 3 specials, but I'm going to talk about the ending confrontation between the Doctor and the Savior, which is, the Master is 100% coming back, right? They mentioned Master, and we had the unresolved thing from last series where, as Gallifrey was exploding, you heard the Master go, you lot in here, or something along those lines. And the fact that they emphasized that twice, I think, in that final scene, he's totally coming back, which makes me very happy. One, because I don't think I've ever seen a comment that was something like, oh, this Master sucks, against Sasha's Master. Because, holy fuck, he's so good. And also, I just want to see Sasha again, really. Because, you know, he's amazing in acting. And him and Jodie playing off of each other, great stuff. So, I think that's going to happen. Maybe it'll be regeneration. We had that, oh, this would have been the 3rd time. I don't know about Classic Who, of course, but it happened inadvertently with David Tennant. It happened again inadvertently with Peter Capaldi, and it might happen again with Jodie. So that's going to be very interesting. It could be just a throwaway. I could just be speaking out of nothing right now, but that's what I gathered from that, and I think maybe that's what people also picked up on. Okay, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, the next 3 specials. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously there's a preview that they said that at the end in the credits and stuff. I don't want to look at it because previews give away things and I don't want to know anything. I am so happy that Yaz is still here because there is unresolved things, not just the potential kiss between her and the doctor, but also I love Yaz and I want her to stay on as long as possible. That's the thing. There are some people like, what if she went on with a new doctor? I don't think that's going to happen just because of the whole change in showrunner thing. But if it did, holy shit, that would be Clara level, right? Because, I mean, she's been in 3 series so far, even though those series have a smaller run, but Clara was in 3 series too. And she also went from an old doctor to a new doctor. So I would be very, very, very interested if they did that. I don't think they're going to do that. I'm just glad that she's along for the ride, hopefully till the very end. So, you know, that just makes me happy. And also Dan being here also makes me happy because I want to see the 3 of them. I would like if the next episode, and I think they might do it, I don't know, there could be already a thing of like, this is dramatic storytelling for the next episode. However, I would like it if it's just an adventure, like a nice adventure with the 3 of them, because we haven't really seen the 3 of them together with a nice silly adventure yet. It's just been high stakes literally the entire time of this series. So I would like that, you know, just give me a fun little time, you know, that'd be sweet. Yeah, is there anything else? Possibly. I feel like I'm forgetting something other than I love this episode, and last week was really hard to edit, okay? It was. I mentioned it, I made a note of it and stuff like that. This week, it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be so worse. This reaction, it'll be up whenever it's up. And, you know, now that we have it's not the time crunch of it being like week to week. There's less of a time crunch of me being like, we need to get this up immediately, blah, blah, blah. So it'll be up as soon as possible, you know, barring copyright blocks and stuff like that and how long it takes me to edit. But if there is something in it that you really wanted to show or really wanted to see or something like that, very sorry it's not in it. I'm going to try my damnedest to get in everything that I can. But yeah. If anybody watches my full reactions, just know that this is probably going to be a lot, like the full reaction is like probably going to be me a lot going, it's sort of exactly like last week. I already knew. I said at the end of last week's reaction, I was like, next week is going to be terrible to edit. It's going to be terrible to edit, but it's going to be a fun terrible because this was such a fun episode. But yeah, that's it for Doctor Who this year. Next episode will be January 1st, and I'm actually really happy about the wait. Sure, would I like Doctor Who next week again? Yes, but also I'm just happy that we're having it all, you know, especially with everything that's going on, and they shot all of this in a pandemic, like, and the visuals have been stunning this series, the story has been stunning this series, everything that I could have hoped for a final series with Jodie. Keep in mind this is not the specials yet, so that's more Jodie, yay, has been amazing. And it's given me a lot that I didn't know I wanted that happened, and now I'm really excited that it's happened. So yeah, I will see everyone for the next special. That's January 1st. Wow! That's how it's gonna go by. It's gonna be like, oh, we're reacting to Doctor Who again. And then I think it goes special in January, special in springtime, maybe even Easter, I think maybe, and then another in the fall. So we'll have 3 spread out, which is cool. I like that. I like that they're not just kind of stacking them all together, being like, well, that's it. Yeah, Jodie's run's done. No, they're giving her a proper send-off, which I like. And yeah, I don't want her to go. Yes, I said the thing. I don't want her to go, and I can already tell I am going to cry so much when she does indeed go. But for now, I get Jodie for like almost a whole ass another year. So that's what's up. I am so excited. And yeah, let me know what you thought. And stuff. Let me know what you thought and stuff. I love Doctor Who. I don't know what else to say other than I love this